Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be counting down my top 10 favourite LEGO The Simpsons minifigures of all time. This can include the sets, as well as the 2 collectible minifigure series. As always with these types of lists, this is purely in my own opinion. With that being said, be sure to let us know in the comments down below what your favourite The Simpsons minifig is. I'd be really interested to know. But with that out of the way, let's get started. In at number 10 we have Lisa Simpson. This is the variant from the LEGO Simpsons house set, which was released in February of 2014. Just a few months later, the Simpsons CMF Series 1 was released, and in that we got a very similar Lisa variant. I chose the worried version of Lisa because she has some form of expression, whereas the CMF Series 1 doesn't. But next at number 9 we have Hans Moleman, who was released in the Simpsons CMF Series 2 in 2015. He, admittedly, like most of the other Simpsons minifigs, came with a brand new head mould, which perfectly represents the character. LEGO definitely outdid themselves with the new head moulds, they all looked great. But he also comes with a very nicely printed tile, which is his voided driver's license. Up next we have Professor Frink. He, like Moleman, was first released in the Simpsons CMF Series 2 in 2015. The first time I saw this minifigure, I was a bit confused because there's no printing for his eyes over the top of the glasses. But when you look at the cartoon, his eyes aren't actually visible there either, which is something I hadn't picked up on before. But anyway, his lab coat, blue tie and pink trousers suit this minifigure perfectly, and so does the simple accessory. Next at number 7 we have Marge Simpson from the Simpsons CMF Series 1, which was released in 2014. Her body printing is simple, but works perfectly. The main reason I included this minifigure in this list is because of that amazing head/hair mould. It looks great. Next we have Comic Book Guy from Series 2 of the Simpsons CMF series, released in 2015. This minifigure does a much better job of achieving that fat look than say Homer does, and that's the reason why I didn't include him on this list. As much as I like the minifigure, in terms of accuracy, it just doesn't compare to others on this list. But Comic Book Guy's head mould and printing looks great, and yes, he does have the ponytail on the back too. Taking the 5th spot on this list is Apu from Series 1 of the Simpsons CMF series, released in 2014. This minifigure looks great, and is almost, but not quite perfect. The head mould looks great, they've definitely captured his hairline and hair colour perfectly. However, I think there are 2 additions that could have been made to make this minifigure even better. One being adding a belt. I'm not sure why that isn't there in the first place. But the other thing, and this is nitpicking, but adding some highlights to his collar. I think it'd look a little bit better if they was incorporated into the printing. Up next we have Snake from the Quickie Mart set, released in 2015. This minifigure has some nice printing on his jacket, he's got a pocket, collar and some buttons. He also has his iconic snake tattoo on his right arm. I may be wrong, but this is possibly the only LEGO minifigure to have a tattoo. Moving into the top 3 we have Dr. Hibbert, and he was released in Series 2 of the Simpsons CMF series in 2015. The Doctor outfit looks great, the pinky white shirt is a very accurate colour compared to the cartoon version, although the same can't be said for the tie, wonder why it's green. The accessory I really like though. It's an X-ray scan of Homer's head, and it has a crayon lodged in his brain, which is a reference to an episode in season 12 titled Homer, spelt without the E. Taking the 2nd place we have Ned Flanders, and in particular the variant from the Simpsons house, released back in 2014. The only difference between the CMF Series 1 variant of Ned is the Hail to the Chef apron. This apron is featured in Season 3 Episode 3 of The Simpsons, titled Where Flanders Failed. What I do also appreciate is the back printing incorporates the apron into it, with it being tied off in a neat bow. And now finally we have Bart, and more specifically, the Bartman variant. And this was featured in Series 2 of the Simpsons CMF series in 2015. This minifigure is based off of Season 2 Episode 21, titled 3 Men and a Comic Book. This variant looks great, I especially like Bart's stern look. But there we have it, that is the top 10 LEGO The Simpsons minifigures in my opinion. Be sure to drop a comment letting us all know what your favourite Simpsons minifigure is, I'd love to know. But that is all for now, be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. But that is all for now, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.